What's up, everyone? It's me again, and today we have just a basic, kind of easygoing video. I haven't been able to do a lot of live streaming simply because of my internet connection. Streaming has just been a pain in the butt, but when I go back home after school's over, the internet at my house will be a lot better. So I'll be able to do a little bit more live streaming, when I get a chance to do it. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in on where the Horizon project stands, some developments, this and that, things that are going on. So, as you can kind of see already from this render I did, we are currently working on the dinette car. Um, so that's the most recent sort of development that I'm working on right now. I did most of the underbody, so I think that's pretty good, ready to go. And now I'm just doing the interior and the body changes that need to be made for this coach. And you'll kind of see that right here. Let's take a look at this real quick. I'll open up this other thing that I've been working on. We'll get that going. While we wait for that, I'll show you kind of what we've been doing with the main coach car. So I'll real quickly just give it a gray texture, make it a little bit easier to see. All right, so overall, not a whole lot has changed. There's been a couple updates that I've made to the vestibule. Just yeah, let's close that out. There we go. That'll hide the taskbar. So, a couple updates just to the vestibule. Give it a little bit more depth, and I wanted to model in those screw holes because why not? So that's just one of the little things that we've been looking at and working on. Just some work on that. It's hard to see it here. You'll see some bolt details on the door as well as this metal plate. And then I also did some modeling on this little plate here as well. So little minor little changes here and there just to give the coach a little bit more depth and a little bit more detail. The next development we'll take a look at is the bogeys. I think this is one of the biggest changes. So I've made some progress on, again, giving them some more depth and a little bit more detail. So we're looking at a, quote unquote hollowed out casting, which is prototypical for the most part. The way that I did this was by making simple boxes that go inside, so you can see there's like a hollowness to it. Can even turn on the high quality shader and you can kind of see that a little bit better. So there's that, and then same thing here with these through holes. These casts aren't one solid piece when they're from the factory. So it's just a little cool detail to add some depth. So if you're up close and personal with the bogeys, you'll be able to see that in game if you're doing like a trackside camera. And another thing that I did is I modeled in the brake calipers, which is a pretty cool detail. Gives a lot of extra depth to the bogey, makes it look a little more prototypical. So that's just one thing that I wanted to add on to, thought I might as well, and looks fairly good. I'm really happy with the way it looks. Really, it's just simple shapes. I didn't want to go too far with it. You don't want to put too many polygons in the game. You want to be a little bit conservative, but you know, depends on who your audience is for and whatnot. So I think that's kind of one of the major changes with the coach car. You can kind of see everything looks pretty good. You can't see the brake caliper details, you know, from there, but I mean, if you're really up close and personal with these bogeys, or it's on a coach that has a lot less going on the underbody, I mean, you'd probably be able to see a little bit of those details. But you know what they say, it's the thought that counts. And then also, it's a kind of a cool thing, these bogeys might be able to go on other people's coaches as well. So just a nice little add-on for just to go that extra mile, even though you don't have to. The next major thing we're working on here is a baggage car variant of the Horizon coach car. And this was brought up to me by a viewer, or somebody from the modeling Discord server, which I will have a link to in the description if you want to join. And I guess I give some more information on that. It's just a Discord where modelers, reskinners, content creators can meet and just talk about stuff, show off their work, and ask questions. The main purpose, again, is for people who are aspiring to be content creators or people that are currently content creators. It's not really just for showing off your stuff or for pestering content creators. So keep that in mind. It is a chill group. Like to have good conversations, talk about all sorts of stuff. So feel free to join that if you want to. So this is the baggage car variant. So obviously there's a lot less to it than any of the other coaches. It's just a hollowed out body with some bay doors for getting all the big stuff in. Put some vents on the top. Underbody detail wise, it's pretty simplified. You just have your brake stuff and a couple electrical cabinets and boxes. There's really not a need for air conditioning, waste tank and water tank and all that stuff. So just a good way of lowering some of the polygons, but also, have an extra little variant of the coach in there just for fun if you want to. It's not prototypical, but again, it's your layout, you do what you want. And then currently we're working on the dinette car variant. Fairly straightforward. Just doing a lot of underbody changes. The underbody for this is slightly different. Trying to keep it tame, but trying to also, get the point across. So lots of little details here and there. A larger water tank. There's still the waste retention tank. Some extra air lines. The brake cylinder was relocated. Some electrical cabinets here and there. So that's really the basic stuff. I still have a little bit more work I have to do, detail wise and interior wise, of course. But for the most part, this is really what we're looking at so far. Trying to think if there's really anything else to discuss on this. Mapping, of course, gotta happen. I got a guy who's doing a wonderful job texturing these coaches, so he'll be involved in that, making them look really nice. So I'm super excited to be working with him. But overall, yeah, this is what we got. It's pretty exciting to have this much progress happen. And the possibility of this going in game very soon. So it's just on to me. I have to finish up the modeling portion of this And then I send it off to the texture guy. He's going to put the textures on it, send it off to my script guy. He's going to do the scripting, get it in game, get it looking and working. And, you know, it's just one step closer every time. So anyways, I just wanted to drop in with this brief update for you guys and show you what's cooking. So have a good day. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I know I don't post as often, but it's still nice. Have a nice day.